This conference will now be recorded.
So in today's session, we are going to discuss about relationship queries. Screen flows we are going to discuss on tomorrow's session. Okay, tomorrow we'll be having a combined session. There would like to discuss. Now, so let's see what exactly relationship query and what is the use and why should we go for relationship queries, especially in Salesforce, and how to prepare relationship queries and how can we fetch the data from multiple objects just with the help of a single SOQL query. We'll see practically. Now, so now let me explain this concept in detail. What exactly it is, how to implement, what are the various scenarios will came into the picture, we'll see. For example, I have an object. For example, I have an object. So this is my account object. In my account object, I'm having 50 records are available. In my account object, I have 50 records. Now my requirement is whatever the records that we have inside my account object, I want to query all the records and I want to show on my debug log file. I want to show these records on my debug log file. Then how can we do this? We have to use a SOQL query. So we are writing an SOQL query. It may be static or dynamic, whatever it might be. We have to write an SOQL query. Let's select the ID, name, rating, industry, annual revenue, phone and the fax, and the active status from account object. So we have to prepare an SOQL query. With the help of SOQL query, we can fetch the data from the object and those records we can represent wherever you want. Depends upon your requirement. We can show these records on the Visual Force page also, Lightning component also, debug log also, wherever you want, you can show. Now, so in order to fetch the records from the object, we are using the help of an SOQL query. Now, now for example here, come to yes one more scenario. Assume that for this account object, we are having few related records are also available. We are having some related records. We have few related records are available. Now, we are having some related objects also. There are some related records, related contact records, and we have related opportunity records. We are having related case records. We have related task records. We have related event records. We have related attachments also. Like that, we are having so many related. So now this is a parent record. For the parent record, we are having some related contacts, related opportunities, related cases, related tasks, related events are available. Now, in this case, how can we get the related contacts? In order to get the related contacts, we need to write one more SOQL query. Okay, we have to use one more SOQL query. To get the related contacts, one more SOQL query. This is the first SOQL query. This is the second SOQL query. To get the related opportunities, we have to write one more SOQL query. That means third one. To get the related cases, we are writing one more SOQL query. To get the related task, we have to use one more SOQL query. That is SOQL 5. To get the related events, we have to write one more SOQL query. Now tell me how many SOQL queries we have collected here? 6 SOQL queries. In order to get the data from these 6 objects, we are using 6 SOQL queries. Now, that means each SOQL query will make a request to the database, right? To get the records. So totally 6 SOQL queries I have written. 6 requests will be sending to the server. Suppose if the number of related objects are more, if the number of related objects are more, then more number of SOQL queries we have to prepare. We have to send all these requests to the database. Database has to process these requests. It has to send the response back to me. So in this case, if the number of requests are more to the database, then automatically database performance will be getting degraded, right? Yes. It will take more time to receive the response back from the server. It will put some more load on the server. Because of that, the server performance will be getting degraded, and automatically our application performance also will be getting degraded. This is the problem. In this case here, instead of writing these many number of SOQL queries, we can fetch the data from all these objects just with the help of one single SOQL query itself. Just with the help of one single SOQL query, we can fetch the data from all these objects itself with the help of a feature called as relationship queries. That is a specialty. So we no need to use a separate SOQL query to fetch the data from each object. Just we can use a single SOQL query. Through this a single SOQL query, we can fetch the data from multiple Salesforce objects also at a time. Just with the help of one query itself, we can fetch the data from multiple Salesforce objects. That is a functionality of relationship query. But here there is a condition. Okay, there is a condition. If you want to fetch the data from the multiple objects at a time just by using a single SOQL query, then the basic fundamental principle is these objects should have relation. Objects should be associated. If the objects are related, then only we can able to fetch the data from multiple objects by using single SOQL query. That association may be anything, it won't bother about that. It may be lookup or master detail, one to one, many to many, whatever it might be here. It won't bother about that. Objects should be related. If the objects are associated, then only we can able to fetch the data just by using one single SOQL query. If the objects are independent, we don't have any other alternative. We have to go with separate SOQL queries. Okay, understood the concept here? Now, this is the functionality. So relationship queries are used to fetch the records from one or more Salesforce objects which are having the relation, which are associated. It may be lookup association, master detail, many to many, or hierarchical, any association also, whatever it might be. So we can fetch the data from multiple objects just with the help of one single SOQL query. So that here we can reduce the number of SOQL query. If I am reducing the number of SOQL query, then automatically we can avoid the governor limit exceptions also. We can increase our application performance also here. Okay, these are few benefits that we have as part of these relationship queries. Now, simply in one word, I can say, if anybody from computer science background, simply we can say this relationship queries concept is nothing but joins concept in database. In database programming, you are having joins concept here. Okay, like as we are having that inner join, outer join, left outer join, right outer join, full outer join, cross join, like that various joins types are available. Now, so this is the inner join concept over here. Okay. So in this case, whenever the objects are having some relation, we can fetch the data from the multiple objects just with the help of a single SOQL query itself. Okay. Now, so in this case, upon using this relationship queries, we have four scenarios will come into the picture. We have four different scenarios will come into the picture here. What are those four scenarios here? The first one, the first scenario is parent to child, parent to child with a standard. Parent to child with a standard. Second one, parent to child with a custom. With a custom. Third one, child to parent with a standard. And the fourth one, child to parent with a custom. These are the four scenarios. Each scenario will be having a different approach. Okay, now, so in this case, the first two scenarios will be having the similar kind of approach, but little bit changes here. Second two scenarios will be having that similar kind of approach, but with a little bit changes over here. So four scenarios will be having four different approaches are available over here. In this one, I will show you two scenarios. You have to work on two scenarios here. I will show you how to work on that part. Okay, parent to child with a standard, parent to child with a custom, child to parent with a standard, child to parent with a custom. These are the four scenarios will come into the picture. We'll see each and every scenario how to implement one by one. We'll see with the practical. Okay, now make a note of this one. Relationship queries. By using this feature, we can fetch the records from multiple Salesforce objects, by using a single SOQL query. By using a single SOQL query. That is, instead of using a separate SOQL query, for each object, we can use only one SOQL query to fetch the records from multiple objects. Now, by using relationship queries, we can reduce the number of SOQL queries in the transaction, and we can avoid the governor limits. We can avoid the governor limit exception, and we can improve the application performance. Prerequisite. While using relationship queries, the objects should be associated with either lookup or master detail associations. Master detail associations. If the objects are associated, then only relationship query will work. Salesforce provides the below four scenarios while implementing the relationship queries. First one, parent to child with a standard relationship. Second one, parent to child with a custom relationship. Third one, child to parent with a standard relationship. Fourth one, child to parent with a custom relationship. These are the four scenarios will come into the picture. Done with these points? Now, So let's go with that first scenario. Parent to child with standard associations. Then what it means? What exactly parent to child with a standard relationship? Now let me explain. For example, I have an object. For example, I have account object. Now for this account object, we are having related contact object also, opportunity, case, task, event. So we have these in a many number of objects are available. Now tell me these objects are related or independent? Related objects here. Now contact object is associated with account. Opportunity is also associated with account. Case also associated with account. Task also associated with account. Event also associated with account. Now tell me between these objects who map this association? Have you mapped that association? No. That association is already given by Salesforce. Between these objects, association has already mapped by Salesforce. In this case, if you are having some standard relationship, that means ready-made relationship, we haven't mapped that association that is already given by Salesforce. In that case, upon fetching the parent record, if you want to fetch the related child records also, that means parent to child, while fetching the parent record, we can fetch the related child records also, which are associated with standard association. In that case, we can go with this first approach over here. Parent to child with a standard association means now we can fetch the parent record. Along with the parent record, we can fetch the related child records also, between which the association has been given by Salesforce by default. In that case, we have to go with this approach with a parent to child with a standard association. That is the meaning of this. Okay. Now, then parent to child custom, then you can understand very easily. For example, assume that here I have two objects are available. I have hiring manager object. We have position object. These two objects are associated or not? Do we have any relation between these objects? Yes, we have an association. What kind of association? Lookup association. Who mapped this association here? We have mapped that association. That means it's a custom association. Because both the objects are custom objects, we have mapped this association. In this case, this is the second scenario. Upon fetching the hiring manager record, that means parent record, we can fetch the related child records also, which are having this custom association. For that one, a different approach is available here. Okay. Now, so now here in this case, so whatever the first scenario we're discussing right now, in this first scenario, we are having this account object and the related child objects are available. So now between these objects, association is already given by Salesforce. Then how can we fetch the data? Now let's see. In this case, if you want to fetch the data from these objects, okay, if you want to fetch the data from these objects by using a single SOQL query, then we have to use the help of a feature called as subqueries. We have to use the help of a feature called as subqueries. This is also called as inner queries. This is also called as child queries. Okay, then what do you mean by this subquery over here? As of now, what we are doing, we are writing one if condition inside another if condition, one for loop inside another for loop also here. And now we are going to write one SOQL query inside another SOQL query. Like as a nested SOQL queries, we are going to prepare. Now in that one, the parent query will be available here. That is called as outer query or parent query. And the child object query is nothing but inner query or subqueries. okay, inner query or subquery. So upon fetching the parent record, we can fetch the related child records also from the child object with the help of a feature called as subqueries. That means we are going to preparing parent query, child query both. In one SOQL query, we are writing another SOQL query also with the help of subqueries of feature. Then how can we implement this subqueries over here? Now let me explain. In this case here, I would like to fetch the data from the account object and the related contact, opportunity, case, and everything. So now here in this case, let's see. We are writing the query over here to fetch the data from account object. Select the ID of the account, name, rating, industry, annual revenue, phone, and the fax, active status from account. Here, if you want to add any where clause, if you want to add any condition, then it's your choice. Whatever you want, you can add all the conditions, all the clauses, no issues. Now, in this case, what I want to do, upon fetching this account record, not only fetching the account record data, I want to collect the related contacts also. I want to fetch the related contacts. So in this case, we can specify after writing this columns of account, we can give a comma. Okay, comma. Here we can able to write child object query inside the braces here. Okay, we have to write that subqueries always in the braces, normal braces, not square braces, not curly braces, only in normal braces. We have to write that subquery. That means what? To fetch the contact records, whatever the fields you would like to fetch, we can specify. We are writing that select ID of the contact, first name of the contact, last name of the contact, title, email, phone, from, contact. Now tell me, for one account, how many contacts we can have? Only one or multiple? Multiple. So in this case here we have to specify the child object name in plural format. That means from contacts. Contacts. That means what? Please collect this account record. For this account record, whatever the related contacts are available, collect those contact records also from the contact object. That's what here for one parent record we can have multiple childs. That's what we have to specify the child object name in plural format. So upon preparing this subquery, subquery should be always enclosed with the braces, and inside the subquery, the child object name should be always represented with plural format over here. That is a fundamental rule. Next, like the similar way, I want to get the related opportunities also. After this query, make a comma over here. Then write that query. Select the ID of the opportunity, name of the opportunity, amount, stage name, close date, probability, from what? Opportunities. Okay, plural format, comma. I want to get the related cases also. Select the ID of the case number, case status, case priority, origin, reason, subject, from cases, comma. We are writing the task related. Select ID of the task, subject of the task, status of the task, priority of the task, activity date, comma description, from tasks, comma. We need to specify the event object also. Select the ID of the event and then subject of the event, location of the event, start date time, end date time, from, events. Like that here we need to write. So now in this case, upon fetching this account records data, it will fetch the related contacts also, related opportunities also, cases also, task also, events also, everything we can able to collect this data here in one shot.
No
Okay.
limitation for this?
No, we don't have any limitations over here. No limitations. Okay. Understood the concept here? Now. So now it will be considering this is outer query. That means parent object query will be the outer query. These are all our inner queries. That means the child queries. That means sub queries. Now contact object query will be sub queries. Here also these are all our sub queries. Okay. So in one SOQL query we are writing another SOQL query. Clear? Now. So this is the functionality. This is how we need to implement parent to child with standard association. Okay, but the remaining three use cases, different scenarios will be available here. Okay, now understood the concept here. Now make a note of this one: parent to child with a standard association. In this approach, we can fetch the parent record along with the associated child records from the child objects which are associated or which are having standard association given by Salesforce by default. Now, this feature can be implemented with the help of subqueries or inner queries. Now, subqueries should be always enclosed with braces. Now, inside the subquery, the child object name should be always represented in the form of plural format. In the form of plural format. Syntax. Select field 1, field 2, field 3, like field n from parent object name. Here we can specify where conditions. Here comma, inside the braces we can specify the select field 1, field 2, field 3, field n from child object, which is in plural format. Child object 1 in plural format. Write that. This is the syntax we used to follow. No limitation. Huh. Where condition. Inside this child query here we can add where condition also. Okay, suppose for one account we have five childs are available. In the childs, there are two childs are there. That means two contacts are there which are having Bangalore, okay, mailing city. Three records are there which are having mailing city as Mumbai. I want only Bangalore related. Then we can add okay where condition. Inside the child query, that means inner query, here we can write okay where clause also, limit clause also we can do. Done with this? Now, let's see how can we write this query. So let me take a small use case now. How can we fetch the data? Now my requirement is I would like to prepare a method. Okay, I would like to prepare a method. So now in that method, I would like to pass a parameter. That means I would like to pass a value that is account record name. I will pass one account record name. Whenever I'm passing the account record name, based on that account record name, I want to fetch that account record also. Along with the account, I want to fetch the related contacts, related opportunities, related cases, related tasks, related events, everything. Okay, I would like to fetch just by using single SOQL query. Then how can we do this? Okay, now let me show you with the practical use case. Now, so let me go to that Visual Studio Code editor. You know that how to install this Visual VS Code editor. Now, I'm going to the VS Code editor. Now, I want to prepare a separate class. I want to prepare an Apex class. Let it be loading perfectly here. Still, it is not yet connected with any of the organization. Still, it is loading over here. Now, I want to prepare this class. So we are having so many classes are available over here. Now I would like to prepare one more class. Go to the command palette, use the command, okay, create Apex class. Now it will ask you to specify the Apex class name. Still it is loading that. Now specify the Apex class name. With what name you want to create the Apex class. I want to create an Apex class with the name child records helper. Press enter button. Now it will be populating that okay default folder where exactly the files are going to be creating. Now, now press enter. Now it will prepare a new Apex class. Now my class has been prepared. I don't want this keyword with the sharing. I don't want the default constructor. Okay. Now I'm creating this class. Public class child records a helper. Okay. This is the class which I'm preparing right now. Now in this class I'm going to preparing a method in order to fetch the parent record along with the related childs. Now I'm preparing a public method. Public static method. I want to prepare a static method over here. Now it is preparing that syntax over here. Now I am going to preparing this method with the name get account records. Here I would like to pass a string parameter over here, account record name. I am preparing a method with the name get account records. I am passing that account record name. Whatever the name that I am passing based on the name, I would like to collect the account record and the related contacts and the opportunities and the cases. Now in this case, I would like to check the condition first. If the parameter value, account record name parameter value not equals to null, account record name not equals to empty. That means whatever the account record name that we have supplied to this method as a parameter, if the parameter value is not null and not empty, then I would like to fetch the corresponding account records here. So whatever the name that I'm going to pass, with that name, how many account records are available? We don't know. Maybe it may be one record, it may be multiple records also over here. Now here in this case, I would like to collect. Or else suppose if you are having that confirmation, it will be having only one account record, then you can store into that single variable itself over here. Okay, now we can able to fetch the data. Now in this case here, I'm using list of account. LST accounts equals to, now I would like to fetch the account record data. Select the ID of the account, name, rating, industry, annual revenue, phone, fax, and the active status from account. From account where name equals to account record name. Whatever the parameter that we are passing, based on that parameter value, I'm comparing with the name field inside my account object, I'm fetching those matching account records. Clear? Now, so now here in this case, not only fetching the account record, I want to fetch the related contacts also. Make a comma over here after active underscore underscore C, make a comma. Now write your child queries here. I want to fetch the related contacts. Select the ID and the first name, last name, email, title, phone from contacts. Okay, child object name with the plural format. Comma. I want to fetch the related opportunities also. Select ID of the opportunity, name, amount, close date, and the stage name, probability from opportunities, comma. I want to fetch the related cases. Select the ID of the case, case number, status, priority, origin, reason from cases here. Now, these are the objects here from which I would like to fetch the data. I have prepared this SOQL query. Okay, now this is a static SOQL or dynamic SOQL? Dynamic? Static. How do you know? Square braces, that means static SOQL query. Now, static SOQL queries how to execute. We no need to invoke them, these will be executing automatically here. Then it will be returning the result in the form of list collection. Now in this case here, I am going to be collecting that how many records has been returned. System.debug number of matching account records found. How can we collect that? LST accounts dot size method. Okay, we are using size method. Now, so once account records count has been collected here, then I would like to collect each and every account record. From the collection, I'm collecting each and every account record. For each and every account from the collection. ACC record from LST accounts. So whatever the account records are available in the collection, I'm collecting each and every account record, I'm storing into this variable. Now collect this here. For this account, how many contacts are available here? I want to show the account record details. System.debug account name is, I would like to specify ACC record dot name. System.debug rating value is ACC record dot rating. System.debug industry name is ACC record dot industry. System.debug annual revenue is ACC record dot annual revenue. System.debug contact number is ACC record dot phone. System.debug fax number is ACC record dot fax. System.debug active status is ACC record dot active underscore underscore C. So I'm able to show the account record details. Then now I would like to show the related contacts. How many contacts will be available for this account? Only one or multiple? Multiple. So how to collect these contacts? Get the current record, ACC record dot contacts. Contacts. That means for this current account record, whatever the related contacts are available, it will return those contact records in the form of a list collection. Then store them to the list collection. List of contact, LST contacts. Understood the concept over here? Now we are going to be collecting. For this current account record, how many contacts are available? We are collecting those contact records we are storing inside a collection over here. From here, rest of the story will be same. We can iterate the collection, we can represent the records. Now, like the similar way, list of opportunities. LST opportunity equals to ACC record dot what? Opportunity or opportunities? Opportunities. That's it. Simple. List of case. LST cases equals to ACC record dot cases. Okay. Now from here we can show them on the debug log file. I want to show that. System.debug number of related contacts. LST contacts dot size. Now instead of using a separate collection, can we use like this? ACC record dot contacts dot size can we use? Yes, directly we can use. Okay. Now here in this case, I would like to show you LST contacts. Any one of that you can use. Because if you're maintaining my own collection, it will occupy some memory. Already Salesforce is holding inside this default collection. Now, I would like to represent for each and every contact record from LST contacts. I want to show the record. System.debug contact record is, I'm representing this. Here I'm giving a line break. For my easy identification, I'm indicating this. Here also. I'm giving a line break. How many opportunities are available? I would like to show. System.debug number of related opportunities. LST of T dot size. Then I would like to show for each and every opportunity record of T from LST opportunity. We can show the record. Opportunity record is of T. Then I'm giving a line break. System.debug number of related cases. ACC record dot cases dot size. Here I'm showing this a second option. That means instead of using this collection, directly we can able to collect it from default collection maintaining by Salesforce. That means both the options I'm showing here. This is the general option. This is the optimized one here. Now, I would like to show for each and every case record from ACC record dot cases. System.debug case record is CS record. That's it. Clear up to this one? Now, so now in this case here, by end of this transaction, I would like to track. As of now, how many number of SOQL queries we have used, I would like to track it out over here. Now, I would like to track. As part of this method, how many SOQL queries we have used, I would like to track it out. System.debug number of SOQL queries used. System dot limits dot get queries. Okay, system dot limits dot get queries. Now, understood the concept here? This is a functionality. So now here I would like to track. By end of this transaction, I would like to check it out. Here I have used total 4 SOQL queries. Then how many SOQL queries that I'm using right now, I would like to count as part of this kernel limits. Now let me save this code. Now my code has been deployed to my Salesforce Arc successfully. Okay. Now it has been compiled successfully. It has been deployed to my Salesforce Arc. Let me go to my Salesforce Arc now. Use that Control Shift P. What is that command here? Open default arc. Okay, open default arc. Now it will be connecting to your Salesforce organization. It will log into your organization automatically. Now go to the developer console, open the class. What is the class that you have prepared here? Child records helper. Now, so whatever the code we have written, that code will be available over here. The complete code is available as it is. Now we can run this code. In order to run the code, okay, we are going to be using this execute anonymous window. Now, so now here in this case, I would like to execute this piece of code. Let me go to the execute anonymous window. I'm using this class name dot method name, get account records method. Here we need to pass the account record name, which will be a string parameter. For example, let's see. Let me take one account record name. For example, I'm taking this account Express Logistics in the Transport. Now tell me, for this account, how many contacts are available? Two. Opportunities, cases, three. Okay, now let's see. Now, whether we are getting the same or not, let's verify. Click on execute, select the debug only. With this name, only one account record has been found. This is account record details over here. How many contacts are available? Two contacts. How many opportunities? Three opportunities. How many cases? Three cases. Now let's come to the last. How many SOQL queries we have used over here? Only one. By using one SOQL query, we are able to fetch the data from account object also, contact also, opportunity also, cases also. This is the specialty of relationship queries. Okay, by using this relationship query, we can fetch the data from multiple Salesforce objects which are having some relation. If the objects are independent, relationship query will not support. Compulsorily, we have to go with that separate SOQL queries. If the objects are having some relation, then we can use the help of relationship query itself. Okay, let me place this code.
Sir, can't we execute the code via VS Code?
Now, write an Apex program to fetch the account record details based on the specified name at runtime and fetch the related contacts, opportunities, and case records.
Sir, through VS Code, it is possible to execute the code.
Yes, yes. From VS Code also we can execute the code. If you want to execute the code through VS Code, just you can go to this, okay, Visual Studio Code Editor. Now go to your Explorer. Here you will be having the option called as, there is a folder called as scripts. Go to this scripts folder. Here we are having these two options. Apex SOQL. Go to the Apex. Click on this file name. That means hello.apex. This is the execute anonymous window over here. Here also we can execute. My class name is what? Now the child records helper. Child records helper dot. What is the method name? Get accounts. Here we can specify that name. For example, I'm passing edge communications. Okay, edge communications. Just you can able to specify. And after writing this, your class name dot method name, and then we can able to pass your record input value. Then we have to execute. How to execute that? For that one, we have to use a command. There is a command called as execute anonymous apex with editor contents. Okay. Now execute anonymous apex, okay, with editor contents. Just you can able to use this command. As soon as once you execute this command, it will be executing that code. It will show the result here itself. The whole debug log file code will be visible to you. But here we don't have the option to see, okay, only the debug only option here. Now it will be tracking the whole information. The whole debug log file will be visible over here. Number of SOQL queries used is 1. Here we can see the records. These are the records will be available. Case record. This is one case record. This is another case record here. All the options, the record, complete debug log file, we can able to see it over here. Opportunity records, account records, everything we are able to collect here. This is account record name, account record rating value, industry, annual revenue, all these options we can able to see it over here. Number of related contacts are 2. All the options you can see. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now let me place this code.
In real time, we are executing in developer console or visual forces.
Developer console we can't execute. Okay, developer console we are not executing. In execute anonymous window we are executing that options.
Okay. In real
We
time,
can in
we
real
can
time also we can go with that execute anonymous window or else VS Code, any one of this.
okay.
But we execute anonymous window is the best option because there is an option to select debug only.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Clear? This is one use case here. Then how to implement this functionality for the remaining use cases, we'll see in the next session. Okay. Now, in the next session, I will show you how to implement, okay, child to parent with a standard. Then I will be giving the two assignments to you, parent to child with a custom, child to parent with a custom here. Okay. How to implement, I will give you that syntax to you based on that how to implement. Okay. Now, so tomorrow we are having that, okay, the flows topic over there. That will be the screen flows we'll see in tomorrow's session. Okay. Do the practice on these features today. Tomorrow we'll see some more functionalities.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Thank you.